Hey guys, Hill here. Welcome back to Workout with Hill. We are doing part 4 of our postpartum series today, and all you need is a block. So let's begin. We are going to start in our bridge position with the block between our knees and just lifting our hips to the ceiling and back down, gently squeezing the block between the knees. Don't squeeze so tight that you're tensing up your adductors and your pelvic floor so much, just enough to put pressure and a little bit of tension on that block. And just breathing, keeping your abs tight. So when you come to the floor, make sure your back is not arched. We have 5 more repetitions here, so nice and slow, breathing with every single one of them. Now we are going to grab onto our thighs to bring our knees into our chest, then press those knees away from the chest, and we are going to do hip internal rotation while keeping that block in between those knees. So keep a 90-degree angle between your torso and your thighs, and again bringing your ankles away from each other. And repeating this, so bringing your feet away from each other, keeping that block in between those knees. Your rib cage is not flaring out. You're keeping your abdomen nice and strong, so your back is not arched here. Alright, I want you to try to squeeze a couple more repetitions in here, and then we are going to move on to our next exercise. So go ahead and grab a hold of that block, and we are going to go ahead and set it to the side. Extend your right leg and kick it all the way up as far as you can. Again, do not let your rib cage flare out. Don't let your back arch. You are keeping that leg straight, squeezing your abs, and kicking that leg up. If you are anything like me, your children are napping right now, so you are making the most of this time and hoping it all works out. So I do wish you the best of luck as well. You'll also notice that I have my left knee bent and my left foot flat on the ground. I'm doing this to protect my spine. I did recently have a baby, so I'm trying to be extra careful. So if you are in the same position or have weak hips or compromised back, I do recommend keeping your foot flat on the ground. Otherwise, if you are up for it, you can always extend that opposite leg completely and have both legs straight and one leg completely flat on the ground. But that is entirely up to you and your discretion. And then I also want to emphasize going at your own speed. You do not need to match my speed at all. If it feels better to go slower or faster, whatever feels safer. Not too fast though, because we want to be very present for every movement and get as much as we can out of each movement. And of course, we want to be safe. All right, now rolling onto your side, you're going to grab that yoga block and place it in between your knees, elbow on the floor, and you're going to reach to the ceiling and lift those hips up off the floor and right down. Slowly tap on the ground, just a light tap up and down. And again, I don't want too much tension on that yoga block, just enough pressure to keep your hips activated, everything in line, everything working together safely. If you're starting to notice the side of your rib cage, so your obliques starting to fire up, starting to work a little bit harder right now, That is a-okay. That is a good thing. Breathe into that, embrace that. You'll continue to feel that as we go into our abduction. So we are working our glute medius, and I want you to again lift your hips to the ceiling and your upper knee to the ceiling as well. Again, you should feel your core completely activated. Everything is engaged right now. I want you to inhale as you come to the floor and exhale as you go up toward the ceiling. And adjust as you need to. Now we are going to lie flat on our sides. Both legs are extended and we are lifting that leg up toward the ceiling and lowering, working our abductors, so the outside of the hip, outside of the legs. If it feels more comfortable for you to rest your head in your hand, like I am doing, go for it. Otherwise, if it's more comfortable for you to lay completely on your side, that is good as well. Again, keeping your core engaged, keeping your abs and your rib cage together. Everything is tight and activated. And you're inhaling as you bring that leg down, and you're exhaling as you kick that leg up. All right, we are moving to our adductors now, so that inner thigh on the bottom leg. So bring the top leg over the bottom leg, and you're going to lift and lower that bottom leg up and down, up and down. Please take it slow on this one. You're going to notice it's a much smaller range of motion, and you might have a lot more tension in that groin area, in the inner thigh attached to the pelvis. So take your time, nice and slow with this one. Again, you do not need to match my speed. The slower, the better. Again, inhaling down and exhaling up. Nice and easy. All right, we're going to repeat these exercises on the other side now. So grabbing that block again, placing it in between those knees. And same thing, reaching up to the ceiling, keeping the block between your knees and lowering. So lift those hips and lower. All right, we are going to set that block down, and now getting the outside of our thighs and our hips, abducting up and down, and breathing with each repetition. Again, go at your own pace. Do not rush it. Take your time. Be very thoughtful and very mindful of every movement. And moving back into abduction again with our legs extended. If you want, you can rest your head on your arm and lay flat there, or you can support your head like I'm doing in your hand. It's totally up to you, but we're going to keep going for it. Back to our adduction now, so bringing that top leg over the bottom leg and lifting up and down nice and steady. So we're going to begin right now. Let's go. Again, you can see I'm resting my head in my hands. And just breathe with every repetition, nice and steady. I want to reiterate not rushing any of these movements. When we rush our bodies, our minds follow. So try to stay calm and relaxed with every repetition, trying to calm your mind as well. So now we are going to a tabletop position. We are going to place our right knee on top of a block, and we're just going to lift that left knee up and down. So bringing our hips up to neutral and then dropping that knee back down. All right, we are going to now move to the other side. So place that block underneath your left knee now. And same drill, we are just lifting up that right knee to bring our hips in alignment and then dropping it right back down to the floor. So up and down. Another modification of this would be to keep your foot on the ground and just lift that knee instead of bringing your foot up with your knee. That is entirely up to you. Just listen to your body. We are moving to a variation of a primal pull through. So you are going to place the block between the knees, and we're going to come into a tabletop position, but bring your knees slightly off the ground and then press your hips back as far back as you can press them, bringing your heels as close to the ground as possible. And repeating, you're going to come forward into that tabletop position and then press back. You should really feel that stretch in the back of the legs, those hamstrings, and you're opening up that lumbar spine there and keeping your core tight, keeping it strong as well.
All right, we are going to set that block down and move to our kneeling lateral lunges here. So bring your right foot out diagonal from your left knee, and we're going to keep your foot planted in the ground and lunge toward that right knee. Nice and steady. Your inner thighs, your adductors are working. You're keeping them nice and controlled and strong with each movement. And make sure the balls of your feet, you're pressing through them. Every time you press back and as you come forward, really press through the balls of your feet, the heels, and breathe, keeping that core tight. As always, nice and controlled. You should also feel a stretch as well in those adductors. We are now going to extend that right leg all the way to the side in line with our left knee and bring our hands forward as if we were in a tabletop position, a quadruped position. And then you're going to press your hips back and bring them forward as if you're doing child's pose. Back and forward, nice and steady, nice and smooth. I don't know if you can hear my 3-month-old in the background right now, sniffling here, making all those cute baby cooing sounds. So I do apologize for that. All right, and next we're going to move to our fire hydrant. So your knees bent at 90 degrees and you're just lifting it up to the side, abducting those hips on the right side. So yeah, go ahead and begin now, lifting and lowering, trying to keep your hips and spine neutral as best you can as you bring the knees apart. I'll show you another view here. Lifting and lowering. All right, we are going to move to the other side. And as you can see, I dropped into child's pose there. At any point, if you need to sit into child's pose, please do not hesitate. Again, we are lunging laterally now on the left side. Nice and steady, breathing with each movement. And again, your weight is pressed through the balls of your feet. Very good. And notice also how my knee is tracking with my foot. So knees, ankles, toes, all pointed in the same direction that you are lunging. Excellent. All right, so now extending that left leg completely straight in line with the right knee, bringing those hands forward, and then we're pressing our hips back. Again, you should notice your lumbar spine opening, and you'll also notice a stretch in the inner thigh and your adductors attached to the pelvis there. And breathe. And I really want you just to pay attention to your body and how it feels with every movement. Listen to your body, adjust when you need to. And last one. All right, and then we are going to go to our fire hydrant. Give yourself a moment in here. Sit back in child's pose if you need to. But again, your knee is bent at 90 degrees and you are abducting your hip, bringing your knee out to the side. You're in a tabletop position. Try to keep your hips and your spine neutral. Do the best you can. I know it's not easy. All right, we are going to go into a tabletop position again, and we are going to drive the left knee forward, plant the hand right next to that foot, and then rotate the spine, bringing the opposite arm up toward the ceiling. You're going to go side to side, repeating this. So again, I want you to bring your foot to the outside of that hand on the floor, then rotating your spine here as best you can. If you're advanced, you can actually be in a plank position. So have your back knee up off of the ground. That's completely optional. But if you are newly postpartum, I recommend starting a little easy here with that knee planted. And finishing this last one here, sitting back into child's pose as we move to our next stretch here. We are going to do pigeon pose. So you're going to bring that right knee in front of the body, hands in front of the leg. Press your chest forward, look up toward the ceiling as best you can. This is a tough one, especially with those hips. If they're real tight, this can be very challenging. If you are feeling up to it, you can drop to those elbows, or you can use the block as a prop. You can rest your head on the block. These are all options you have, but if you feel more comfortable just pressing up and having your hands on the ground, please feel free. And the tougher that the stretch feels, the bigger and more controlled that breath should be. So really fill up those lungs, letting that air travel all the way down to your belly, exhaling nice and slowly. Again, the harder the stretch, the more you need to rely on that breath to get you through it. And of course, we are going to go to the other side. So if you're ready, just go ahead and pop into position, bringing that left leg forward, pressing your chest forward, looking up to the ceiling. And I want to remind you how important this is, doing these dynamic and static stretches, strengthening your pelvic floor. You are going to thank yourself for years to come. This should be a regular part of your routine. Slowly coming out of that pigeon pose, and we are going to do our windshield wiper. So dropping your knees to either side of your body, and then you can add a variation like I'm doing by kneeling and pressing your hips forward. So raising your body up onto those knees, press those hips forward and sit back down. The modification would be staying seated and dropping your knees to either side of the body, just like a windshield wiper, dropping them from side to side. I absolutely love this exercise. This is one that I do every single day. I do not leave it out of my routine. It's so important to activate those glutes and those hips and really emphasize the mobility you have in your pelvic area. Moving on to our next stretch, you are just going to stay seated and we are going to open up your chest. So bring your hands behind your back. If you can, clasp your fingers together and just press that chest forward. If you work at a desk, if you are a breastfeeding mom, if you are someone who has to sit down a lot of the day, you probably hunch your shoulders just like anyone would. So we're pressing that chest forward, opening up the front of our body. As you can see here, I am rotating my neck side to side, rolling nice and slowly. Ever so slowly, take your time and breathe. This one can be rather difficult, so really go slow. Now releasing those hands from behind your back, and we are going to rotate our spine. Bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind your body. And we are stretching our thoracic spine here, our torso, and breathe. Really enjoy this one. We do not get enough rotation in our spine on a daily basis. This is something that we do have to be mindful about incorporating into our routine. So really press back behind you, look at that back wall. Very nice. All right, we're going to do the other side now. So again, bringing your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind your body, and look at the back wall and breathing. Really focus on filling up those lungs, slowly bringing the air to your belly and slowly exhaling. And one last breath, releasing your hand from behind you. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys, and I hope to see you next time.